Hello dear students, let us start second chapter of your part B, India, People and Economy. So your second chapter is migration, types, causes and consequences. What is migration? Migration means movement of people from one place to another place. You are very well aware that most of the people are migrating for their job, for educational purposes, for business or for many other purposes. Movement of people from one place to another place, that is called migration. So this migration is having various types of migration that we will see in this lesson, and earlier also you have studied rural to rural, urban to urban, rural to urban, urban to rural. These are the various types. Then causes of migration. What are the causes of migration? Why do people shift? Why people move from one place to another place? You can see in this photograph, people are moving, and consequences. What are the effects of this migration? So let us start it one by one. Dear students, here it is a story of Ram Babu. Ram Babu, he is working as an engineer in Bhilai steel plant. But he is not the original and basic resident of Bhilai. He was born in Bihar. He took his education at various places, and from last 31 years, he has been settled in Bhilai. Ram Babu has 3 children. We are discussing about migration. He born in Bihar, but now he is in Bhilai. He born in Bihar, but now he is in Bhilai. Bhilai is in Chhattisgarh. Bhilai steel plant. He is working in Bhilai steel plant. So he migrated from Bihar to Bhilai, and he is living there from last 31 years. He is having 3 children. Out of that 3 children, his first child took education in Allahabad and Mumbai. You can understand, he is living in Bhilai, and from Bhilai, his first child went to Allahabad and Mumbai. Again migration, again movement. And now presently his first child is working in Delhi. Second thing, his second child, he got her education from different universities in India. Different universities, so it again shows that this second child also migrated. That second child also done migration for her education. And now she is working in USA. Again migration from India to America, country to country. Now let us discuss about third child. Third one, after finishing her education, settled in Surat. Surat is very important city of Gujarat. So from Chhattisgarh to Surat, again migration is done. This is not a story of only Ram Babu. There are numbers of people in India, in their life, they are migrating. So migration is very important part. Let us turn towards next point. People are migrating from one place to another place. People have been moving from one village to another village. Maybe for job, maybe for other purposes, maybe for their business. From village to town, sometimes people migrate from small village to town, and sometimes from town to bigger town for better opportunities, and sometimes from one country to another country. So these are various parts of or various types of migration. Migration has been an integral part of very important factor in redistributing population over time and space. Due to migration, people and their distribution is changing. It is redistribution according to time. On different times, people migrate during different months and in space from one place to another place. So place to place and time to time, space to space and time to time, the migration is different, and it is redistributing the people. Migration affects over various factors. Migration changes most of the factors. Migration changes literacy level, density of the people, age composition of the people. That so many factors can change by migration. Now let us turn towards next thing. Why and where most of the migration is done from India. So here it is mentioned, India has witnessed the waves of migrants coming to the country from Central and West Asia. So many people are coming from Central and West Asia. West Asia and Central Asia. Central Asia, China, China and Mongolia, and some other countries. West Asia, some West Asian countries, Arab countries are also there. From that Arab countries, most of the people are coming to India. And also from Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, from that part also most of the people, Jakarta island also, most of the people are coming to India. Let us turn towards these two important lines which are written by one famous poet, Farik Gorakhpuri. What he mentioned here, सर ज़मीन हिंद पर आवाम ए आलम के फारिक कारवा बसते गए हिंदुस्तान बनता गया. Means most of the people kept on coming in India and settling in India and they form India. आज जो इतना बड़ा हिंदुस्तान बना हुआ है, ये इतना बड़ा हिंदुस्तान, इतना गौरवपूर्ण हिंदुस्तान जो बना है, that is not only because of Indian people, but most of the people, those who came to India, they worked for India, they considered India as a motherland. That's why this huge country has been formed. Now, like people those who are coming to India, in that same way, most of the people are also moving from India to other countries. There are various peoples, those who are moving from India to other countries in search of better opportunities. Most of the people are also moving for better opportunities, especially to the countries of Middle East. You are very well aware, Middle East countries are well known for oil production. Arab countries we call them. So most of the people, even working classes people, those who are illiterate but wanted better opportunities, working classes, labor classes people, they are also moving to Middle East. Then Western Europe also, those who are educated professionals, doctors, teachers, they are also moving, businessmen. America, Australia, East and Southeast Asia, so these are most important countries where most of the people of India are moving. Indian diaspora. Dear students, Indian diaspora means Indian migrants, Indian people, those who are migrated to various countries. So the people of India are migrated in different periods, different areas. During British colonial period, then the period of 1960s or 70s, then the period of 1960s and 80s, and the period of 1990s liberalization. So let us see first period, during colonial period. During colonial period means British period, most of the laborers, indentured laborers, those who had requirement of work, they were forcefully or due to their wish, they were sent to various countries by Britishers, by Portuguese, by Dutch, by French also. So where they were sent to Mauritius, Caribbean islands, Trinidad, Tobago, Guyana, Fiji and South Africa by Britishers, and they were taken from UP and Bihar. Then some other also sent to Reunion Island, then Guadeloupe, then Martinique, Suriname by French and Dutch, and by Portuguese they were taken from Goa, Daman and Diu and sent to Angola, Mozambique to work in plantation farms. So such kind of migration is done under Indian Immigration Act. You have studied in class 7th and 8th also. After doing such migration, they were not allowed and they were forced to work there, to live there. So that is the condition. But the living conditions of these indentured laborers were not better than the slaves. You can understand, their condition was not better than slaves. They were working like slaves. So this is the first wave of migration during British colonial period. Now second wave of migration, that is done to neighboring countries in recent time. It is recent time after independence, we can say during the period of 1950s and 60s and 70s. So where they were migrated and which people migrated? Professional, artisans, traders, factory workers. They migrated in some neighboring countries of India for economic opportunities. Where they were migrated? Trinidad, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, then African countries and Brunei, etc. So many countries, in so many countries they were migrated. Some other semi-skilled and skilled laborers, they also migrated in West Asian countries in 1970s. West Asian countries, oil producing countries. Arab countries. There also they migrated, and some other people like entrepreneurs, then store owners, then professionals, businessmen, they also migrated to Western countries like America and Europe. So this is the second wave of migration that is done for economic opportunities in neighboring countries of India. Now, third wave of migration, like professionals, doctors, engineers in the period of 1960s, and software engineers and management consultant, financial experts, media persons in 1980s. So this is the third wave. First wave, British colonial period. Second wave in the period of 50s, 60s and 70s in neighboring countries. And third wave of migration means people of India migrated to neighboring countries in the period of 60s and 80s. In 60s, professionals, and in 80s, some business consultant, financial experts, management consultant and media persons. They were migrated. Some other people also migrated to USA, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand and Germany for better opportunities. They are highly educated people. They are getting benefits. That is called distinction. They are making differences between them and others. They are getting benefits to migrate such developed countries. Now, the another wave of migration, that point I made here, that is during liberalization or after liberalization. When India started its policy liberalization, when India removed all trade barriers, that time most of the people, education and knowledge based Indian migration has made Indian diaspora one of the most powerful diasporas in the world. Most of the countries and most of the people are migrating, but educated and knowledge based people of India, they started migration after liberalization. And these migrated people are playing very important role. Try to understand, there are 30 lakh people in USA, doctors, engineers and scientists. Such Indian people are helping America to develop. These migrant people are playing very important role in the development of that respective countries.